Oh, hi! It's the weekend, and we're going to be talking about K-pop. Now, this group that I'm going to be talking about has been in K-pop for quite a while. Not really quite a while, but at least I would say they're in fourth gen. And the thing, what's special about it is they're the first group that dethroned Huntrix as the number one K-pop song, and in Melon, which is the charts in Korea, and that group is NMIXX. Now, NMIXX is now currently a six piece South Korean group under JYP Entertainment, which is the label that developed Twice, Wonder Girls, Stray Kids, and they're currently their newest girl group, but they're not new anymore. They debuted in 2022, in February of 2022, and up to now they're still the last girl group under JYP, since Kickflip already was developed after them. So initially, NMIXX started with 7 members. They had Lily, Haewon, Bae, Soliwon, Jiwoo, Kyujin, and Jinny. See, I remembered more than 5. Yes, I'm improving. So they started with 7, but one member, Jinny, left in 2022 as well. So they were left with 6 members. Now, one word that you can describe their music is, I would say, people would always call them experimental. Why? Because their music, when they their music isn't as I guess isn't as mainstream as most groups, and they're, I wouldn't even say they're niche, because it's literally a song. It's literally a song that has a lot of things in it. I would say, if you're gonna be putting it in food terms, I would say it could be gumbo, in a sense that you've got different flavors in it. Now, honestly, I didn't really have much experience on their discography, since when I got back into K-pop, just a little over a year ago. They're already pretty known, but they're still known as something experimental. Now, I actually listened to their first one of their first songs, which is OO, when they were still a 7 piece, and it initially didn't it really didn't catch on to me at that time, because it felt so itsy. They sounded so itsy, with a little bit twist on more hip hop, and with mixing of genres. Then I encountered them again with High Horse, which at that point still didn't catch on to me. And then they had Know About Me, which I liked. It had something, a little bit of R&B on it. And then the thing with NMIXX is that, when you think that they already that you when you think that the song is already at this genre, or at this stage, then they hit you with something. Like in Know About Me, they would be doing the slow song, and then they would do the quick rap part. Okay. And that's also the same thing with Blue Valentine. And Blue Valentine finally beat the dominance of Golden. And I would say it's rightly so, because Blue Valentine is such a great song. It's very rock for me. I find it very rock. Um, it's very rock and synthy, in a sense that um, you can showcase their vocals. Ever since, NMIXX has always been known as a vocal group. Their dances are fine. Their dances suit the song, but I wouldn't really say that they're super dancers. But uh, but I would say that their dance suits the song. Now, with Blue Valentine, I'm not sure if it's us reaching NMIX's level, or is it NMIX finally reaching our level? But at this point, they're a hit. Blue Valentine is a hit. They're number one. They've already won award shows, and they've beaten the dominance of Golden. I love, and it's also, they also have one of the, I would say, one of the more unique and addicting pre-chorus when they start doing the, when they, it's really rock, and then they start doing the sound thing, the ding 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 sound thing before the chorus. And I would say it's nothing short of amazing. Uh, and then after Blue Valentine, I went back into listening to Know About Me and then High Horse. And one thing that I would say, I think I've broken why the for me the musicality of NMIXX, which is, it reminds me of 90s indie. Things like PJRV, wherein it's very eclectic, like like just like their current releases, spinning on it, Know About Me, High Horse, and Blue Valentine. None of them are the same. None of their genres even mix, but they hit. And I'm not sure if it's us tuning into them, or it's them tuning down to us. But at this point, their level of experimentalism or musicality has finally reached the mass. I guess it finally reached the masses, the minds of the masses. And it's wonderful. It's so well deserved. They've been at it since 2022, and they're now getting what is due them. But by any means, they're not nobodies. You know, Solyuwon has one of is one I would say is one of the most one has one of the most beautiful visuals in K-pop. Haewon got a lot more famous when she hosted the Korean TV show, when she do different roles, and she actually popularized the meme Wemon Check. It was her and her humor. Lily with her vocals, and Bey. Oh my God, Bey. If for the few people that watch me, if you remember, I would when I was talking about VVs, that they were hotness in a bottle. Personally, I think Bey is hotness in a person. I guess you know what you usually find pretty, but Bey is one of the bayest bays in K-pop. But the video itself, I would say the video of Blue Valentine is very JYP. Great visuals, great sets. It's it's different in the sense that they would move from a space setting, then to a backyard, and then to a street, and then to something else, and then to a set. So it's typical. I would say it's typical JYP. It does the stories. It's not really there. Blue Valentine in a song, I always find it's something that it's keeping your love together. You'll always be my Blue Valentine, even if we're gonna be going, even if we're gonna lose the love, it's going to be there. But I would say that this time we finally get it. I finally get NMIXX, and I think the masses has finally understood what NMIXX is about.